here working on a puzzle. Anyway, people still want to think I'm reaching. When was the last time you guys popped in and seen what good old Rich Lux was up to? Huh? People still want to go and call me reaching. Hey, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Do you remember Eugenia Cooney and Jeffree Star on YouTube? Things are getting pretty bad over there. Well, it's TikTok. Hey, TikTok. Hey, TikTok. Don't you have rules on TikTok? Hey, TikTok. Don't you got rules? What are you guys think about having strippers on the platform? Yeah? Because that's what Jeffree Star's putting on there. The strippers, male strippers, the strippers, and they get away with it because they're men and men can go topless, right? Is that right? I told you. Y'all say only 6-year-olds shouldn't know the word orgy, and I say, fuck, I fucking should fully agree, and that's why I speak up. Have you seen Jeffree Star's fucking orgy palette? The picture that comes with it? Have you seen the mirror? The little tassel? Y'all still want to go and call me reaching? You still want to go and say, I'm reaching? Fucking what? What? Do better, TikTok. Do better. Look, I got a new cover-up. Jeffree Star's makeup, though, he's got his shit looking like something you would find in Claire's for a reason, okay? It's to try to attract the attention of the kids. And look at this screenshot here. Look, do you see this here? Look at Eugenia Cooney. This, have you ever seen anybody do this with their lip gloss or plumper or anything? This is thirst trap content, okay? This is clearly thirst trap content. He's got a fucking whip on his damn mirror, for God's sakes. I told you guys, even with the logo, it is a racist emblem, okay? And there's a picture of him wearing a jacket with an eagle on it. And even that, too, it's a racist emblem. But, yeah, no, I'm not reaching in the color shades, his choice of colors and his labels that he puts on things, okay? The Scorpio palette had his nudity getting distributed. The Blood Money palette was the clear wake-up call. Coffee palette was supposed to woke her up to that the wake-up call. The Gothic Beach palette drew her in. The Gothic Beach drew her in. And she distributed the pornography with the fucking Scorpio palette. And then there was the coffee palette that was supposed to woke her up, but it didn't work. And come up with the damn Blood Money. And there was the Heartbreaker palette, because, he broke her heart. She wound up heartbroken, or whether people want to believe it or not. She did. She even lost her fucking platform for a while, okay? She was heartbroken. If the orgy palette ain't clear enough label for y'all, then I think this says something about your parenting skills. But they know there's curious kids that are being drugged off. They got their parents dragging them to church. And they're the ones they're after. Those curious kids. This shit's got me fucking pacing. Look, Eugenia Cooney Dwellers. It's thirst trap content. Okay? My hair's a mess, okay? I ain't trying to look good, okay? I know I'm a mess. I know I'm a mess right now, I know. Have you ever seen anybody do that with lip plumper, lip gloss, or anything of the sort? I mean, she got this, and the peach color, the pink, and the pink color too. Fucking goddamn pink. She scraped every bit of gooey dripping off of it. And then she went right back down it, and she's going like this in it, with just the tip, and she's going, you guys, that's that shit she's getting the extra super chats for, okay? I don't know why she don't just take that shit over to OnlyFans. Just go over to fucking OnlyFans with that shit. And Jeffree Star with the fucking grinding. I mean, it's shit you see up in a strip club. I mean, my God. And the racist emblem on his logo, and that fucking mirror, it doubles as a whip and a paddle. That big star with the racist emblem on it, and big fucking paddle size, man. That shit was fucking huge. And then at the bottom, there's a little leather, it's wrapped in leather, and it's got the tassel hanging. This is not one of those kink collars that's fucking 2 inches thick with the big metal ring on it where you can latch a leash to it. That's not what this is. You let me screw? I just had somebody ripping on me, and he even said something about the hatchet man that I wear around my neck. But guess what, Joe? Guess what? I also wear this around my neck. Do you know what this is? That's a 12 right there. Yeah, this is D12. 30 dozen? Yeah. So I got ICP and M&M around my neck. Yeah? Because I can be a fan of two separate sides and not let each one of them interfere with, I mean, because you can't deny talent, okay? And Eminem, I felt those lyrics, okay? Like, all kinds of, it just spoke to me, alright? Our house, in the middle of the street, our house, good stuff, okay? And my mom was a bitch like that. She did shit like that. I'm talking like she threw you your shoes, but she's taking them laces or something, you know. You know, cutting your pockets out, something. One night, she painted my dad's fingernails with glow-in-the-dark nail polish. And he never knew, he couldn't see because it was clear. But then when he went to the bar later that day and that black light shined on him, and she had a super soaker full of bleach that she would sit on at the front door with that super soaker full of bleach on the last day of school. And when kids would come by with shaving cream and toilet paper, she'd be like, not my house. She would let them know, too, you know. It's got bleach in it. You wearing good clothes on the last day of school. You want me to fuck them up? I'll fuck them up real good. You want to come close to my house? You want to throw an egg? Give it your best shot. I bet this goes further. My mom was fun, okay? My brother, when he brought his first girlfriend home, first girlfriend to her knowledge, okay? She turned the sink on, the faucet sink in the kitchen, grabbed the little spigot hose thingy, you know, that you squeeze it and it sprays out like a shower, a little mini shower, handheld shower for your dish. I ain't got one here. I was butthurt about it, too. Yeah, had it at the peanut butter house. Not here. Anyway. Yeah, she turned that shit on. She soaked Bonnie down, man. She just fucking soaked her ass down. Get out of my house. Fucking boy moms. They really do treat the daughters worse and like shit and all that shit too. I mean, it's no wonder I would open the Christmas presents and change some of the name tags. I ain't gonna get anything. Nothing there for me. Nothing good anyway. I got this exact fucking doll for Christmas one year. And while my brothers got new Nike clothes, and I opened this and I said, that's it? My aunt whooped my fucking ass. How dare me be ungrateful? I didn't play with fucking dolls, man. I was always trying to be like one of the boys, like my brothers. I was a tomboy. I was always trying to impress the boys. Not in a flirtatious sort of way, but in like, I bet I'll climb that tree higher than you. Watch. Bet I do it. And, one time I fell, and when I was 8, I fell 20 feet, and I was in the hospital in that coma for 4 months, and I split my liver and broke my left collarbone, and when the impact split my liver because it was so, the impact of the ground split my liver in half. And then I got a scar right here where a stick went in my side, and it just tore my kidney, all this shit, damaged the hell out of my kidney. And yeah, dude, that was my second near-death experience. The first one was when I was a baby and I was choking on a piece of my mom's steak. Yeah, I couldn't eat steak for the longest time after that. My throat just wouldn't swallow it. Not until I moved out and started cooking my own myself. Yeah, I taught myself how to cook. And Google helped me a little bit with some things, But in my first turkey, I burnt myself 7 times. But I really don't need I don't need to look up directions anymore to make a turkey. No, Anyway, what was his name, man? Holy shit! Oh my God! I was talking about Jeffree Star and Eugenia Cooney. Her fandom is too young for Jeffree Star to be having his claws into them. He makes this shit look like something you would buy at Claire's. So that the parents are just like, well, it's just a regular little makeup toy thing, go ahead and get it. And then they open it up when the kid gets it home, opens it up in the back, and they finally open the makeup palette, and then this pops up. I'm just at a loss for words. If it wasn't for Rich Lux, I don't know if we know. So I told you guys. I told you he called it the orgy palette. I told you. And you're right. 6-year-olds should not know what that word is. Absolutely right. And that's exactly my fucking point. Yeah. Because his colors, too. Banging Bear and Bubblegum Pink. There's hidden meaning behind that shit, okay? And what was that? The cremation palette. Oh my God. Blood money. Yep, that's what Eugenia was to him. And he will keep suckling at her fans. And any of it's the kids that are being forced, the ones that are going to end up, disowning their parents. The parents are going to end up estranged. The ones that drag their kids off to fucking church when they don't want to go. And they're starting to get curious about other things and other interests in their own bodies and all that junk and shit. And starting to feel feelings for other people that they've never quite felt before. And they want to explore that part of them and those curiosities. That's where people like this guy comes from. That's where people like Eugenia Cooney and Jeffree Star come from. They want to make sure that the kids have that one foot in doorway in the world, the adult world, because they know there's adults out there that really like that content, and they pay big bucks for that content. And if you know you're somebody that can fetch all that content together and make a compilation video that you can publish and publish yourself and profit off of yourself, and hey, get that bag. Isn't that what people have been saying? I swear I just want to knock somebody the fuck out. The only way I can think about getting a bag is making necklaces and keychains and selling them. But I feel like that'd probably be a lot of work. And I don't have a big enough following for enough people to care, enough for it to matter. Because, I can't ever find enough people to care about a situation, enough for it to matter. No. I always, everything leads nowhere. And I never get anywhere. If you want to find out if I ever get anywhere, you can click my subscribe button. I would click it if I could, because, I don't know where I'm going to be a year from now, let alone 5. I don't know if I'm still going to be here, because, it's $1,000. Every month, it's $1,000. And taxes, the way he's got his shit filled out, I don't know what the fuck he did, but he's losing $600 every other week. Every check is like $600 short, where the government thinks we're making is amount that's too great to be able to get food stamps or Medicaid or anything like that. They're wrong. It ain't helping. Hey, quit it. Get it out of here. Damn it, my memory filled up again. Look at Eugenia Cooney's leg right here. What are them gray spots? What is all that? I mean, at some angles, it looks like maybe she's been wearing those fishnets for the past 2 months or so, and there's dirt that she's gotten on her, layered on her skin, but where the fishnets are, it's like blocking some of it, making like a pattern, like a checkerboard on it. I don't know what it is. She's got gray speckles. There's the gray speckles. I'm tired, God. Having high potassium really sucks. And this might make me tired too. I can't just smoke regular weed. I need to. My brain needs to. I need to for medical purposes. I hurt, man. I fucking hurt. I hurt. But I won't go back to the doctor because, I don't want them to keep me. And I don't ever want to have to come off of painkillers ever again. I don't ever want to have to deal with those withdrawals ever again. Because it was bad. This shit was bad. It got bad. Anyway, I wanted to turn this camera back on to say that it's been real. And then I hope you click the subscribe button and stick around and see more of my deep dives and closer looks, because I try to look at things from an angle nobody else does. I see things from a perspective that nobody else actually can. Maybe some people can, but very few. Eve Frankie might know what I mean. She might know what I mean. I fear she may have had a past very similar to mine. I don't know. You never know. I do know this much. Due to the fact that I was not my monster's only victim, he's earned himself a tier 3 for life. And I just feel like if there's anybody in the Frankie family that needs to be on that list, I think that maybe the world ought to know about it. Yeah, but just, who am I, right? I'm just some idiot on YouTube that's just speaking her opinion. Where everybody else is just taking taking other people's content and ridiculing it, and you know, just being a jerk and not doing any research beyond that one video. I'm not jealous of my daughter. I mean, yeah, she can draw better than I could at that age, but I am not this estranged person that this fucking societal narcissist thinks that I am. Dude, fucking narcissistic. Yeah. Fucking Telegram account. Who's got an account on fucking Telegram? Oh yeah. Monsters. He said he went no contact back in 2009. In 2009? That's almost 20 years after me. Holy shit. You know, I was 19 when I actually left the state. I was 16 when I was living in my friend's garage. Okay. Yeah. I went no contact. And it was Mother's Day. And I never even said goodbye. This is Will. He ain't even has a tail. Anywho. I don't, maybe I have mental issues because of my traumas. I don't know. I really hate it when you see somebody's about section saying that they are trying to help those who have been victimized and, you know, survived through the struggles. The fuck you think you're dealing with here? The fuck? I found a channel that they took a whole video of mine, the whole thing. They just fucking tore me to shreds. They went in completely blind, knowing nothing about me, didn't do no research beyond that video, that one video. And it was went there in a moment where I was going through it, you know. But yeah, no, I don't think I should be judged for the person that I used to be. And people want to say recovery is possible, but then, you know, even a decade after you've stopped, people still want to treat you like you never stopped, you know, and they want to treat you like you're still this addict, you know, and it's like, dude, what happened to recovery is fucking possible? What happened to recovery is possible? It floors me. Okay? I'm flabbergasted. There goes my belly again. I think that time I had some help with something else. I wonder if the camera caught that. It was ominous. Anyway. Yeah, I admit, okay, I let my past get the better of me. Because, you know, the shit I was going through back then, it made sense at the time, and, you know, I let my past get the better of me, and I've been trying to do better, and for the past decade, I've gotten no one's acknowledged anything. I've got no recognition from I don't even care. You don't see me on the internet trying to e-bag people. I ain't got, you know, all that shit linked together. This person that was dogging me too, you guys, dude, they even got an account over on Telegram. You know what Chris Hansen says about that site? You know what Skeeter Jean says about that site? Go? Or Oma? Or, Gordon Flowers, that Alex Rosen guy, he says too. He says that Telegram is a site where people go to find those who are not yet of age. Okay, and this person, they'll attack any parent. It seems like they diagnose them a narcissist, slap that label on them, and it's like the comment section is full of runaways that just want to hate on every parent they can, and they don't understand that certain actions have consequences. You know, and something what I've been trying to do with my life and my channel is to let people know some of those consequences from some of them actions. And I mean, I actually really am trying to help, and I really have been trying to do better. I've been trying to be a better person at every step of the way, every turn I take, every move I make, and every turn, I'm trying to be a better person, and nobody notices. But not only just that, I don't care if nobody notices. I don't care. Leave me alone. I don't care. What I care about is that it goes nowhere. You know? Like, I want to put the wholesome on the platform and add my squirrels to it. Just their cutesy little faces, coming in the door, just to bring a smile. Because you can't see a squirrel with a peanut and not smile about it. And everybody knows every good day starts with a smile. I don't know. I don't think I should be judged though, or ridiculed, torn apart, and diagnosed and shit. I even started the video saying, what if I don't want a diagnosis? Because I did put myself through therapy, and those last 2 times that I was on the antidepressants, I put myself on them. Because when I was 19, and every single day I asked myself, what am I going to do? Every day I was saying it. So yeah, I went back and I got my GED, and I went and got the Prozac, trying to better myself for me, and it was for nothing. I still get called stupid, even though they say half the people that graduate these days can't pass that GED. And that was back in 2000. This guy, that he talking about the estranged parents and shit. So first of all, I'm not an estranged parent. My kid just moved out. She got a boyfriend and she moved out. She was almost 22 years old, and she wanted to move out. She knew we had to move out anyways, and I don't know if she felt like there wasn't room for her where we were going or what. I don't know. I don't know if that's how she felt in her heart of hearts. I don't know. I realize I have to sit back and wait, for the prefrontal cortex to fully develop and for us to actually have that talk, because it ain't happening with her not around. You know what I mean? You don't know what I mean. When I called my mom and I apologized to her for the life she had to have and things she dealt with, and if we made anything harder on her in the moment, I was sorry about that. And then I said I was sure that she probably did the best she could with what she had. But, in that moment, that I did feel that way. But now, I'm not so sure. Now that it's so many years later, and looking back at the situation, I don't see how she could turn the other way and not notice and trade her kids in for somebody else's, and just all the shit she had a 3-subject notebook. Each one was one of her kids, And every little thing we did wrong, she would exaggerate the situation and write it down and give it to our PO. Yeah, we were young teenagers with probation officers because she thought the courts could raise us better than she could. Because she didn't realize, we were messed up because our dad was, it was bad. I don't know if my stories could do it justice, you guys. It was so bad. Anyway, I trail off. I lose. I see my brain fucked up, and that's something else I want. I gotta have it out on YouTube so that people know this is what happens when you get older. You're still not fixed. You're still fucked up, and she's putting us in the courts, institutionalizing me and junk, all that shit. All three of us in separate boot camps, and just breaking code silence. Hashtag breaking code silence. Yeah, I did feel the need to defend myself too on some of the comments. I probably shouldn't have, because it just add more engagement to his fucking channel. And I don't need somebody taking me out of context and shit like he was doing. Some of that crying in that video was exaggerated. Yeah, okay. But then some of the tears were real too. I was brokenhearted and hurt that she was moving out. Okay, yeah, I was. But when I look out the window and say, oh, all the happy parents, look at them, all the kids, all the happy parents, you can't shrink them down, they won't go back down small again. I know you can't shrink them back down small again, you fucking idiot. I was making a video. I had to add a little, I've got this one video I made, I've still never posted it. I was saying, there's one that saying I love the cats, and another one saying I love squirrels. And in one of them, I even took a dish of water and I splashed it on my face. And I love them so much. I still haven't posted them yet because, I'm insecure and I'm unsure of myself. And that's why I draw like Van Gogh with scribbles too. I'm just so unsure of myself. I've still got the energy drinks that I've reviewed. There's squirrels in those. Yeah, and those squirrels were not in my house and trying to get away. No, they came to me. The stray cats too. Yes, they came to me. Sometimes our pets choose us. And they chose me. And that comment section, just talking about me being on meth, which is something I've never fucking done. That person that said it, I swear, I have heard their name being called out in TYT super chats. Swear. I don't watch much of them anymore. What else was I gonna say? I don't know. Don't make the same mistakes I did, folks. Okay? And don't listen to idiots on the internet that think they're therapists. I mean, he said he went no contact with his parents. When I went no contact with my parents, I was 19 when I jumped state on Mother's Day and didn't say bye to anyone. I didn't tell no one I was leaving. I told my stepdad I was thinking about it in the weekend, on a Tuesday night. And he said, this weekend, we might be going. And he said, I'd sleep on it if I was you. And then the very next morning, the reason I talked to him about it is because I was working at his shop over on 9 Mile. Okay, and anyway, the very next morning, dude calls me up and he says, she's in Ohio, she'll be here in an hour, pack your shit, let's go. Okay, so I had to go. Didn't say about it, I just had a duffel bag full of shit and I left. Because I was at a point where I didn't even know where my next meal was coming from, and I was living with this girl that was 22 and I was 17 when I first moved in with her. She was 20 and I was 17. And then I was 19 when I left, and she was 22, and her kid was 5. Yes. I don't know how old the junkies in the back were, or her boyfriend with the boxer that just had the puppies, and she was very mean. Or the drug dealer in the living room that always fell asleep with his gun sticking out from under the couch. Now, I had to go, okay? I had to go. I had to get away from it, trying to better myself for me. All it turns out, all I am is just a warning for others, though. A warning as to what not to do. I'm clear proof of what you should not do and how you should learn from my mistakes. You know what they say. One who's smart will learn from their mistakes, but those who are wise will learn from others. Okay? So be wise. Learn from my mistakes. And try to share the wholesome. The platform has enough cringe and with clickbait and rage bait and all that junk. The platform's got enough of that shit. People mouthing off to strangers and junk. Get it out of here. Bring on the funny. Why don't people put some creativity into their shit? Why don't you just go and steal other people's junk and tear it apart and just ridicule and judge them for, you don't even know fucking shit about him. Dude was wrong about me at every turn. He even thought my husband and my kid were not, he heard me mention my husband. He said, oh, where's the kid's dad? See, even her dad wanted to get away from you. All you are is a fucking burden on anything and everyone, and you should just go. Dude, do you have any idea what that? I know how to read between the lines. You knew what he was saying to me. I'm always insulting myself and telling myself what a burden I am. I know what a burden I am. And I don't need the reminder. I really don't. I didn't ask for it. I don't see how somebody could just be so mean. Then my daughter even went over there and told him how wrong he was. But I bet he ain't got the balls to grab his balls by the balls and tell his viewers just how fucking wrong he was about me at every fucking turn. At every turn. Because I'm not one of those kooky, estranged parents that he talks about. I don't send my daughter Bible quotes and shit and try to change her and make her someone she's not. And I never tried to force her into doing anything she didn't want to do. I never tried to force her hair to be some other different kind of way and with a different haircut or whatever. She wanted her hair long. I told her she should cut some bangs, I mentioned it quite a few times, why don't you cut you a little wispies? Because she was, she was in the hiding herself then, before she had the boyfriend, and then he opened her up and made her more confident and junk, and she wears her hair all pulled back and pulled up now, and she doesn't have no bangs. She despised bangs so much that she cut them all the way to her scalp twice. What child does it a second time? My older brother cut my hair when I was 4. That's why in the picture it's so short. My hair was to here when I was 4. When it was when it was wet and the curls were all straight, it would come to here. And once he cut those curls off, because he started up here, and then he ended down here. So it was like this. Yeah, she cut her bangs twice because she didn't want them in her face. And she used to slick them. She'd part them right in the middle and she'd slick them down. Because she didn't want, she liked to draw. And she didn't like them falling forward and getting in her eyes when she's trying to see the paper. And I guess they got in the way. So I told her, let's grow them out, okay? And we kept putting a barrette when they're growing out a little bit, and I'd hold them back. I'd put a little hairspray, a little hair gel, put some of them snappy barrettes, and we let this shit grow out. You know?
A few moments later.
If CPS has stepped in and done the job, how much different would I have turned out? Because if I'd had a different kind of past, maybe I wouldn't have done the thing, fell victim to the things that I fell victim to, and acquiring certain habits and shit, you know? Because people want to sit there and tell themselves, once an addict, always an addict. They don't really believe that recovery is possible. They don't believe it. They don't. Not really. But yeah, no, I realize I only did it to myself, okay? And I know that I only have myself to blame. I've heard it all before. But that shouldn't mean that I'm less deserving than anybody else, you know? I mean, and with my stories, at least when it comes time to explain the next phase, I can recite that part of the story because I'm not faking it. I know what the actual symptoms are. I gotta put that video together where I was coming off those antidepressants. That video that guy made. In that moment, I was coming off those antidepressants. And it takes a good week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that, to come off of those. And I've got a bunch of clips where I've done day 1, day 2, day 8, you know, yada yada. And I explained how I was left feeling. If I was feeling lightheaded or anything like that, whatever, I want people to know what it's like coming off that shit. And a lot of the pharmacies, they kept running out. Like, the doctors really pushing it. I think they want to weed out the weak. You know, that's why they'll cut people off on their meds and push them to finding something on the street. And I'm sure they sit there hoping that person finds somebody that's got the fake pills that are cut with the fentanyl, and they're one of the people that have the habit of taking 6 to 8 pills at a time, and that much of the unknown substance of the fentanyl making them OD, because, you know, their body's not used to that much of that substance. Could a narcissist really call themselves hot dogs and their husband and daughter steak? I don't think narcissists, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's me. I don't think that's it. Just wrong at every turn. You want to talk about someone who's delusional, that needs to be locked away from society? Look no further than fucking Chili de Castro. The content writes itself with that guy. No shit, I ain't even kidding you. Dude, it's an absolute menace. I've been mocking him for years for a reason, okay? Dude's immoral. His channel name is called Delete Laws, for God's sakes. I mock him as his total opposite while trying to remind the world that it's the crimes that need to be deleted, while supporting the Sadly Jessies, of course. Because that's what's up, playboy. Don't forget about that like button. Hit it with a boop, with a boop, 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 and a yeet, yeet. Yeet. Dude's a fucking clown, okay? He's a fucking clown. You want to talk about something being a clown? Chili Castro. He's a fucking clown, dude, okay? He's a menace to society. I hate he used to go. No one need to listen to him because he just wants to break you. He wants to make everybody broke. That's Chili's goal. go to the Grifties Award and vote for Chili Castro. Every hour on the hour. He's currently in 10th place. We can get him up number 1 again. Last year we got him up in first place 6 times. We could do it. We could do it, you guys, because our votes are genuine. Just go on down and vote for Chili Castro for the Grifties Awards. Yep. Every hour on the hour. Every device you can. Vote Chili Castro. But yeah, and a boop, boop, boop. And click the like button. Click the boop, boop, boop. And a yay. Yay. Oh my god, I forgot something. Yay! Wait, I got an old clip. Get my pineapple and shit done. I got an old clip of me mocking Chili. This nose is not in it, of course, but it's an old one, and it's from back at the peanut butter house. I don't think the squaws are in it now. Yeah. Anyway, it's not in vertical mode, but I want to post it. I want to post it anyway. I've been holding on to it for months now, and I want to get it out. Okay? Because that's the favorite. This is it. Chili the cat, yo. Chili the cat, yo. We got this piece, and it's very real. Don't forget to click that subscribe button down there with a little boop. Do better, TikTok. Even the cats agree. They're all over the place.